Hi guys, I'm looking at the Euro USD chart right now, and I wanted to share some of the insights and from what I found out. Um, I feel we may be setting ourselves up for another price manipulation. As I've been following some of the comments on social media regarding this currency pair, um, what what I feel is we still have a lot of room for this to go further down. Um, the fundamentals for the United States is still much stronger for the United States compared to the euro. I've also taken a look at the last CFTC report we had. If you look at the participants, the key players in the market, the asset managers are already net long for the this is the USD. I'm looking at the US dollar index futures. If you look at the long positions, you have the asset managers with 22,953 contracts, which was marginally increased by 426. Overall, they didn't, as of last year December, they didn't add additional position to the short side. So overall, they are net long on this on the USD. For the leverage funds. The leverage funds react more faster in terms of the COT report. Looking at leverage funds, on the long side, you have 18,251 contracts, which was a decrease of 4,561 contracts. Okay, to the long side. Then the short side, we have 6,413 contracts, which was marginally increased, but was an increase of 173 contracts. So, but overall, you can see that the long position is more than the short position. Also on the asset manager side. So these guys are longing the US dollar. So we have more contracts to the long side for the US dollar. So, which is what this graph also represents. The retail traders also are long, but we can see the short side gradually increasing, which is we're reducing our short position here. We also reduce the long position for the retail traders. The short position here too was also reduced to 1,480. So overall, we may have a lot of people, yes, calling this long for a lot of, like it's almost a general consensus that the US dollar will go long. Okay, to go long on the US dollar, basically. Okay, the dealers are they're the mirror side of what every other person is doing on the other market. So the other guys are on the buy side, they will take the sell side because they're hedgers. You have the banks and the other institutions there. So if the other guys are on the sell side, they'll be on the buy side. All right. So overall, for the US dollar, they are long for the DXY. Okay. So let's look at that for the euro. It was quite an insight for me, but like I said, this report has not been updated, but these are just my own suspicion because I like to pay attention to because before the market makers can actually manipulate price, you always have a build up of events that begins to kind of crescend to a particular it will have like a build up of events and media stories, so that will form like a catalyst and give them a justifiable reason to manipulate price. All right, so that will also attract a lot of retail traders in and make them think the price would go in a particular direction, and when you have a lot of traders in, they take the price down to the initial place it was going to. So for the euro, looking at the report as at 2018, you can see that the total open interest was reduced by 108,034 contracts. To that reduction brought the outstanding or the open interest to 711 contracts. This amount is a red flag for me. This is for me, this is a major outflow from the euro. Okay, so if you also look at the asset managers don't react as fast as leverage funds. Okay, the asset managers have 294,000 contracts against 182,000 contracts in the short side, which they increased by 11. This was an increase by 11,000 contracts, while the long side was increased by 2,366 contracts. Okay, if you look at the leverage funds, they have 27,000 open contracts, which was reduced by 3,000 contracts last year. Approximately 3,000 contracts. On the short side, they have 112,000 contracts, which was a reduction of 11,675 contracts. But if you look at it, net long, the net position on both sides is to the short side. So if you look at this graphical representation, you can see okay, the asset managers they are long 61%, while they are short 38%. But the leverage money are already 80% short. They usually lead the asset managers. They react faster than the leverage money reacts faster than the asset managers. Okay, so we need to watch out for this. We strongly need to watch out for this. This is a signal for me. That is why I wouldn't go on a long position for this. Well, I may be wrong. My depending on how that plays out. If I see certain price reaction, especially at this level, which I believe we would have from between. That's from this level here. We'll have a cluster of stop losses, and they've been testing to hunt stop losses here. We have a test here. We have another one here. Another one here. We have here. Which are already seen similar here. Okay, we don't have any here. All right, so definitely this will go down, but I still feel there's a lot of room to still test and take out stop losses here for stop hunts here. There's still room for, so we need to watch out for that. So stop loss there. So for me, once I need to see price get to this level, I begin to break downwards to the downside here. So we still be heading down here even before we can consider going up. Okay, so even if you still want to call it a long, but overall a lot of stop losses will be taken out from here and here most likely. So if I see such push to the upside, that would be a signal for me to go short. So like I said, a lot of decisions still undecided yet, which makes it very difficult to call the direction for the market. So but we need to be mindful of that. We have the US China talks are still undecided. The US government shutdown is also there, because as soon as things pick up, the dollar may start gaining strength. So I wouldn't want to be on the wrong side of the market for that currency pair. Okay, so that's just a thought I said I should share with the group. Let me know what your thoughts are, or what your comments are. So this is just my own analysis of what I feel. Okay, and like I said, So like I said, this has happened before. Around the same level, you usually get stop hunts here. So it has happened similar here also. So so that makes me very gets me worried. Okay, so we'll see how that plays out. Overall, we've seen that the smart money is started increasing their position to the long side for the US dollar, while their short there was a major outflow, even though you could hardly tell the direction, but there was an outflow. Money was taken off the table for the euro, which we may also see that a lot of that still coming out of the market. Maybe they are looking at the Brexit. They may be looking at Brexit as one of their major concerns. We don't know, but at these levels, I suspect a lot of price manipulation will go on at this level. So, like I said, I want to. Once I see a big push, I suspect we will get we should get a major rejection at that level and start pushing price back to the downside. Obviously, there are also concerns around interest rate hikes in the United States, which I'm suspecting because Powell said they're taking a sort of standby mode to watch and react accordingly. So if the numbers, they'll be paying keen attention to the numbers. If the numbers do not improve, like the inflation numbers and some other numbers, we may see the Fed react quickly and accordingly. So let's be mindful of that. So I wouldn't consider going long on this currency pair. Thank you.